latex ghost pelter wraps. If you haven't seen these, go on your hearing protection, earphones, whatever you want to put them on. Put some padding and moisture wicking against your head, between the head and the headphones. Rallyman pouches, pals on the side, pals on back, multicam black. These are adjustable. They'll carry 2 AK mags, 3 M4 mags, or 2 308s, and they will hold the 30 round 308s also. More hydros, dual rifle subloads. Comes with 2 leg straps and a detachable hanger. These will carry AK mags or M4 mags. Our leg straps have 2 layers of elastic sewn independently, so if somehow you cut one of them, you still have a secondary layer there. And they can be flipped from left to right for right-handed, left-handed shooters, depending on the leg you want to put them on. As always, more belts. A lot of belts shipped out today. OD, dual rifle subloads right there going. Bunch of other stuff. We've got a couple other color dual rifle subloads also. In the President's Day bags, those are sewing. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff here. Anybody get tracking information today? Anybody get shipping information? Got the new hoodie. I love the new hoodie, man. I'm wearing the same design on t-shirt right now. Isaac Barrett. Been on for about a minute, 2 minutes. Philip Strother, what's up? JT, what's up? Max, hey, what's up, Max Path? Great Wolf, what's up, buddy? Philippe, Chase Peoples, what's going on? Hey, any of you guys have any compact tear-off? Anybody know what my compact tear-off med pouch is? Anyone? I'm going somewhere with this. Compact tear-off med pouch. Subloads are so much better than any. I haven't seen a lot of others recently, man. Not in years. Got to order a belt soon. Have had a Core Essential 7 years, and it's finally right on. Shipping on the new. Hey, out of curiosity, Nick, why are you not getting another Core belt? Jacob, haven't seen it. Ryan, Dennis, you have 3. Philippe has 1. Peoples has 3. You mean the quintessential single person medical kit? Byron, I have 1. Okay. Somebody, you guys, do me a favor. Go to my website, SOE Tactical Gear. Type in compact in the search engine, and look at this, and tell me how much that pouch costs. What does that pouch cost? Anybody? Ordered an OD compact last night. Philip, thanks for the order, buddy. Project Pete. Hey, I like your motivation. Thank you, man. I make most of those videos for me. I'm the dude that doesn't want to get up at 4:30 every morning. I'm the dude that doesn't want to work out. Have one on the cop rig. What's up, Josh, man? Philippe, 20. They are not fucking $25. Some dipshit just ordered one and said, hey, your website says these are 25 and you charged me 75. What's up with that? Okay, fuck stick. There's a fucking drop-down menu there. I have placed orders on my website to see how my ordering works, right? You had, like, when you put it in the cart, $25, it says extra panel. For $25, you get an extra panel because you already own the $75 med pouch, right? The $25. Dude orders it and he's like, hey, the website said 25 and you charged me 75. What's up with that? What's up with that is you're too dumb to own it. You're the same motherfucker. I don't know how my pistol shot myself because your finger was in the fucking trigger. Yeah, 25 is the extra. And the $75, that's because 10 of that is shipping. But how many people have checked out on my website, right? My website shows you your shopping cart. There's not like a quick hurry up and check out, right? You see what you're ordering. You know what that is. It gives you a dollar amount. Started carrying Appendix and it's too thick in front of my rig to be comfortable. I feel like a Cobra buckle would be easier. Got it. If you want to carry Appendix, buddy, buy the low profile belt. Buy the low profile belt. It's what I wear every day. It's the same belt. It just doesn't have the Cobra buckle and it's thinner, right? This is it right here. You have 4 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine happens to be in the third. And then tighten it up right here. Now, if you're carrying appendix also, you can offset it and have it attached to the side. I see guys using the EDC belts with the Cobra buckle, but most of them pull it over here when they're doing that. Blind Dennis, no excuses for not seeing your order summary before. Oh, it was you. Okay. Okay. No worries. Friendly fire. Love your low pro belt. I do too, Chase. I wear one every day, man. I wear it every day. Your website is one of the easiest to navigate. LE Welding, what's up, buddy? Never had a problem with your website. He's going to choke. That's what Amanda said. It's the same guy that hangs himself with his own belt. Started carrying appendix. All right, I think we've addressed all of these. Joseph Frazier, what's up, buddy? Everybody have a good day today. Hey, there's 58 of you on here. Hit that thumbs up for me. It'll let other people know that we are here. How many times have you been on one of my videos or looked at it after the fact and it tells you, you see people commenting, hey, I didn't even know you were live. I was looking for Marfugal News last night and I couldn't ever find him live. You know when I found it? This morning, way after the fact. Nice and stiff, holds the gun well. Yeah, Greg, it's the exact same belt as the EDC. It just doesn't have the Cobra buckle on there. That was a plan to wear offside. Haven't checked on the belts. How's the sizing those? Well, it says on every page, literally every belt page, it says, if you wear a pants, then the tag says 32, you need a 32-inch belt. And the guys that try to game it or second guess it, those are the dudes typically that have to send it back in and trade it out. 9 hours in meetings. Were they good? Anything good come of those meetings? Or was it a meeting, we need to have a meeting so that we can discuss having the next meeting? A meeting that could have been done with an email? It was nice out today, Josh. It sure was. Preacher, what's up, buddy? Carry appendix with Cobra belt buckle. Feds always make sure I get the live feed to keep monitoring my comments. I think there's actually, I believe there's something to that, actually. So I bought a bunch of these mats today, right? So that they would match all of these mats. And notice how they don't match. Not only do they not match, none of them are fucking 6 feet long. They're all like 5 foot 11 inches. I actually have 3 different sizes out of all these mats I just bought. When I click on the $25 search result, it switches to 65. Very clear. Yes, your website is very clear. That's one of the things I like. Plus, if one wanted to, they could ask the owner. I pester him. It's just an extra panel. The website defaults when you see it on the main feed, but as soon as you go into the item where you have to place it in the cart, it changes it. It's just how it does it. What's up, Thumbs? Gunfighter Concealment. What's up, buddy? Gunfighter Concealment. Do you make holsters? Is that what you do? I actually need to order spare mount. I keep forgetting to. We've got some. Spent part of the afternoon writing dump truck specs while listening to... What is dump truck specs? What's that mean? I don't know how many compact... I'm guessing... I think that says I don't know how many... I don't know why I can't ever see a fucking comment. If you ordered the mats from Tractor Supply, I was told they are only models they will sell now. Jason, they are from Tractor Supply. I just went and picked them up. I have a Tractor Supply story, actually. I'll tell you in a second. So I just bought, we bought a pallet of them. I bought those at Tractor Supply. That's like $2,000 worth of mat. Yeah, they're expensive. I paid $750. I bought 12 mats. It was $750. And I was telling my guy that was with me, I'm like, I've bought these a lot of times, but I didn't expect this to cost $750. But we walked into the counter and there's a girl there and I go, hey, I want to buy 12 stall mats. You guys have 2 sizes. I want the 4x6s. And she's like, cool. I go, can you load these with a forklift? She goes, yeah, or we can just load them by hand. I go, well, I'm buying enough of them because I don't want to lift them by hand. I don't want to have to move them by hand. I want to, whatever the number is for you to put them on a pallet, I want to buy them so that you put them in with a forklift because I don't want to have to unload them when I get them there. I buy everything in enough quantity that I don't have to have human beings move it. And this girl comes out on a forklift, and she was fucking awesome. She was super cool. We set it all up. There's 3 Tractor Supplies close to me. And I go to Tractor Supply at least 3 times a week. There's a new Tractor Supply about 15 minutes from me over in Waverly. And I go there a lot. Like, I know the girls by name. I'm in there all the time. We talk about my animals. Like, they know a lot about me. They know I have a YouTube channel. We film, we shoot Tractor Supply stuff all the time. And we were over there to buy a bale of wood chips. And they got this big old burly girl working there, like a boy girl. I don't think she thinks she's a dude. I think she just likes women. And we had the drone up, and she was on the forklift. And I'm like, what are we waiting for? And she got all shitty. She's like, I'm not moving this while that drone's up there. And I go, what's the issue? She goes, you can't have drones over the property. I go, okay, I film here all the time. So I moved the drone over the farm field behind the shop. And she goes, I'm not moving this while that, I'm like, fine, whatever, I'll put it down. So I put it down, and I go, what's the deal? She goes, you can't film here. And I go, I film here all the time. I have hundreds of videos filmed here. And she was just, so she goes to put them in. She goes, you want me to dump these or just set it in there? And I go, if you dump them, it's going to hit the rail and it's going to break the bale in half, and then we're going to have to put half of them in by hand. But it's a trip, right? They have cameras, but she doesn't want me filming because if she runs that fucking forklift through the side of my truck or something, are they really going to pull their video footage in my interest? Fuck no, they're not. So I stopped going there. I go to one that's actually 30 minutes away, and they've never had a problem with me having a drone or video footage. The people are more friendly, everything. I literally drive twice as far and don't put my business. I did over $100,000 last year with Tractor Supply, and I don't buy any fucking feed there. There are definitely places I can buy cheaper stuff, but I put my $100,000 not through the Waverly store. I put it through the other store because of their one fucking shitty employee. You assume her gender. Tyler, what's up? My cousin's husband just dropped dead while working as a surveyor in the woods, late 40s, no health history. Yeah, that's the thing, man, right? Vaxxed. Palmetto Paratrooper, what's up, buddy? Andrea, how are you, man? I mean, you know what I mean. How are you? Andrea, not a man. She's got feelings, you know, John. Yeah, I don't know what her deal is. She was always kind of grumpy, and she was definitely never the person that I wanted to deal with. And I feel like she's a supervisor or a manager or something. How's Jay Gibson? Not a fucking clue. You should call him and ask him. I know what you mean. I know you do, Andre. I still don't get your name right. Specifications for new dump truck. Our street department is going to purchase. Nice. Gunfighter Concealment is working on a Kydex holster for radios, not just guns. Cool. Gunfighter Concealment should change his name to gunfighterconcealment.com. Can't handle pressure or leadership. Well, I mean, her fucking rotund body definitely handles the pressure just fine of her rotundness. Andrea. See, I never would have had that. Andrea. You better get a shirt printed that says that on it. I drive further to certain stores because, yeah, absolutely. I really like the Huntington store. They always love it when I bring in Fiona and buy 100 pounds of dog food. The Huntington store is just so fucking run down, though. It is so run down. Here for good stories while sorting my 5.56 projectiles for loading. Are you weighing them individually? $76 people on here. Hit that thumbs up for us, guys. I need all the thumbs ups I can get. I clearly can't get fucking mats that are all the same size. Just listen to Amanda. I'll make sure to make one up for Nicole String Workshop. Great channel. Thanks. Thanks for being here. How'd you find us? Oh, man. I think I'm drinking pre-workout. That is the last motherfucking thing I need right now. Maybe you interrupted her feeding time. I don't know. I don't know what her problem was. James Yeager. Yeah, I miss James, man. I go to message James all the time. Weighing out 68, 69, 70, 73, 75, 77, 85 grains. Right on. You talked about fat people being strong. You know how strong you have to be 300. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Like, when you see power lifters, I don't ever want to look like a power lifter, and I'm also never going to win a powerlifting meet. Watched the live with Bear. It was really good. I thought it was too. I will actually go back and listen to that tomorrow. I wish somebody made content on YouTube that was as good as mine, but my favorite content to watch is actually my content. I'm sure he's watching right now. I'm sure, man. Went to local feed mill and switched out the layer feed for corn. So much, isn't it so much cheaper? I'm using whole corn. I'm still using layer pellet, but I'm using whole corn instead of scratch, and I'm using black oil sunflower seed. And I've removed layer pellet from one of our runs. Not all powerlifters are fat. I got you. I'm still not going to win any powerlifting meets. Yeah, I might win because it's my first time, right? They're out of whole corn. Yeah, whole corn will be cheaper. If you look on Marketplace, just search corn. You'll find dudes selling super sacks. That is the way to buy it. It is so much less money. Especially if you have a tractor or something with a fork or something on it. Love to listen to a podcast with you, Scully, and Bear. We might do that. Bear will be here. Bear will be here for Self-Reliance Festival. We might do that. 50-50 scratch, grain, and crumbles. So layer pellet used to be my expensive feed. Scratch costs more than layer pellet now for me. We have a guy to do that, but no number yet, just a name. Got it. Look on Marketplace. You'll find someone. $17.50 for 50 pounds at the local. Nice. Nice. 3 lines of supply for everything, Andrea. 3. Hopefully you get Tactical Pablo. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. Colin left on his own, and he's never been back. I've made it clear Colin he doesn't have to come back. He can just come visit. But I don't see it happening. Whole corn, $19.29 for 50 pounds in California. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. I buy cracked corn, custom mixed corn, oil, I don't know what that means, plus cottonseed hulls. Just heard my hot knife cycle. I think it's on. Corn, oats, bar. Oh, got it. Okay. Cracked corn, $14.50, 50 pounds. How much is it here? I don't know how much it is. We literally fill a truck up. We buy a lot. when you think about the flavors of Self-Reliance Festival, what flavor comes up? Burning metal, usually, because you're back there fucking hammering on molten metal. That blacksmithing smell. Low profile belt. You'll like it. You'll dig it. I was watching episode 4, full build video. Love those. We actually have a 5. I think we've got 6 filmed. 5, maybe. I think he's uploading 5 right now. And then he'll be here. Brand will be here Thursday. Scully will be here Thursday. Austin will be here Thursday. So busy day Thursday and Friday. Super Sack's the way to go. Even if you had to pay the same amount for Super Sack per pound, just the fact that you don't have to move 150-pound bags. I've been trying to contact feed mills for Super Sacks, getting a lot of voicemail. We'll have to try I would try Marketplace anyways, buddy. Go direct to the farmer, rather than having a mill, because they're going to put it in their silos and they're going to run it through conveyors, and you're going to pay a premium on it. Most farmers have corn in their silos, right? They have wheat in their silos. So if you could just go get it in that manner, it's going to be cheaper. Plus, you're going to know where to go. I mean, look at the feed mills. I'm sure feed mills aren't answering phones right now. They are so busy. 2-bag cracked corn. Every 1 bag of whatever he said COB was, mixed for cattle and goats. Right on. What is your EDC folder? Death on contact. I went to buy another one. I lost this one for a couple weeks. I actually had it sitting on a barbell in the garage, and I couldn't find it. So I went to buy another one and did not have any luck. I have a much nicer one that's carbon fiber also, but I wanted a beater. Been trying to contact feed mills, Super Sacks, getting a lot of voicemail. And then I have a ton of Striders and other stuff also. Biggest reason I went Super Sack, local grain elevator had A3 Super Sack minimum to order custom. Got it. I rock a MS, you mean MSF, military Strider folder. Mixed Strider SOE edition. I have some Striders, guys. Still have a few SOE Striders. They start at $2,000. So if that's you, send an email. If $2,000 is not you, no worries. I have some available. Do I carry a flashlight? I do. I carry a flashlight right here. Stiletto right here in this back pocket right here. Tucks right down in there. Irish, what's up? What kind of flashlight you carry, Ron? Run G19. What do you carry? It's attached to a gun. You can't use your fucking gun as a flashlight. Now you're gonna point your gun at stuff. That's what Hip Master Jam Master J. That's what they got him for. Illuminating those federal agents on the roof line, right? Had he just used a flashlight. Well, hello. I carry a JY. Oh, James Yeager. Just shoot it. Austria. What's up, buddy? The military has something that just shoots at sounds. that anti-sniper system they have. If you ever saw any of Jam Master Jay's stuff a couple years previous, he was very well spoken. He really was well spoken. I watched a couple of his lives. Like, I didn't disagree with most of what he had to say. Any ETA for new shirts? We think Thursday. There was a misprint on some of them, and then it was caught. So we think we're going to have them Thursday. Jam Master Jay. Yeah. The militia guy. That's him. Harbor Freight had a 20% off and 25% off one item yesterday. Did you guys see that? Maybe they had some jacks in there that looked pretty good. I'm in Lancaster, PA with the family for a few days. It's been great having the fupa on my back. Nice. Right on. Dana hit me up and he's like, do you have any Coyote fanny packs? I'm like, you want fanny pack or fupa? And he's like, I want this. Because he already had one. I don't know what color he had. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm like, I got you. Tyler, I'm so glad y'all got that. What's that, man? What did we get? What are we talking about? If Hunter B pointed a gun with a light at the cops, it would have been no big... Absolutely it would. Come on. He had a fucking gun that was thrown in a dumpster in an alley. Come on. I mean, think about it. If you or I had done that, we would be fucking locked up. Came out today, somebody got a hold of Joe's journal that had handwritten notes about all of his dealings with China as the vice president. I need to get a new floor jack. My last one failed while... Oh, shit. Hope you had some stands under there. Yeah, rules for thee, not for me. Anybody hear any more about the Marine Corps got in a firefight in Boise, Idaho, Saturday or Sunday? 4 people were trying to do damage to a power substation, and they got in a firefight, killed 4 people, and those 4 people were FBI agents. Has anybody seen or heard anything about this? There's nothing being said about it past the initial reporting. Yes, in Boise. I've seen probably 100 different posts. I have not seen anything saying it was not true or incorrect or anything to that matter. It was reported by a radio station in Boise. Nothing on FBI sabotage, exactly. Has anybody heard the tally on attacks on electrical infrastructure since the North Carolina incidents? Anybody? Did you know there was another train derailment today? Anybody hear that? Has the USMC deal been verified? It has not been verified. It has not been verified. Read the comments, though. On the initial post, there's thousands and thousands of comments in there. I searched that up and didn't see much. Was it random that those Marines were at the substation? I don't think so. It said Idaho government had requested them, or they were close. I don't know what the deal was. Shouldn't that have been National Guard? I don't know the answer. We have conservative radio stations here in Idaho. Had not heard about the train derailing. So the train did not derail in Idaho. Yeah, I think it was Nebraska. I super miss your customer rants. I put them up, man. Get on. I do them occasionally still. Get on my Instagram. Make sure you're on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. John, I can't be on TikTok. China owns it. I'd rather fucking China have my information than, I don't know, having them hand it directly to my local government. Jolly old London. They busted 2 folks in Maryland who tried to take out 3 substations last week. Did you hear about pipe bombs? Anybody hear about pipe bombs on train tracks? Anybody hear that? CIA and FBI credentials. Did you see Putin pulled Russia out of the nuclear treaty? Yes. Yes. Here's the thing. That's him giving them, that's him flexing a little bit. Because if they're going to use nuclear weapons, they're just going to use nuclear weapons. This is the only thing he has, right? So he's like, if you do this, I'm going to remove the next step. It makes no difference to us. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. It's not. We are the bad guys here, though. The United States is truly the bad guys. The leadership are the bad guys, and they are not doing what is in the best interest of U.S. citizens. Did you guys hear the dude on Tim Pool? He's like, who are they going to draft? Their kids aren't going to war. They're going to draft our kids. Our kids aren't going. You're going to have a lot of fucking gunfights on U.S. soil over when they come to try to take our children and send them to this war. It's not going to be conscientious objectors going to Canada this time. They are going to have bloodshed over this on the homeland. Must have been let down by leather balloons. Yeah, fuck around and find out. Had a train dead on the tracks here, 5 hours today, no derailments. These were back east, the pipe bombs. It was a few days ago. Project Paperclip, the Nazis actually won. Yes, yes. There's a lot of stuff saying that the Nazis are actually in charge in Ukraine. There seems to be something actually to that. Those are the direct descendants. Not like we're calling them Nazis. They are the fucking next generation of them. Clay and Buck were saying today, no way in hell they are getting his kids to fight. I don't know who Clay and Buck is. Y'all really got to wake up to the massive propaganda parade happening. Yes. I bet they're planning on gunfights. Yeah, of course they are. That's why they come. That's why they come with 20 people in the middle of the night, right? And how many times? And when do you hear about it? Right? You don't hear that they went in and smoked some people. You hear when they got the wrong address. And how often do you hear that? Pretty fucking frequently. They'll go in and kill people in the wrong fucking house. They'll definitely come to kill us. Ever talk to Jake from Evolving Daily? I know that name. Why do I know that name? Like Scully has said over and over again, until more people get uncomfortable, they won't do anything, and hopefully it isn't too late. Guys, we did a live feed today with Bear, Nicole and Bear and I. It's on this channel. You can see it if you just click the lives tab. I think it's worth watching. We had a lot of this conversation today. I think it's a good conversation to go back and listen to. That's why Ukrainian soldiers are carrying around the Black Sun Society pin. Yes, sir. That's right. That's also why they won't let us have claymores. I so wish I could have claymores. We're gonna have to set up a national, a nation embarrassing. Over 1,700 train derailments. There's over 1,700 train derailments last year. I don't know how many this year. We had 1,700 last year. So it is a common occurrence, and people are hypersensitive to it right now. But I mean, they did just blow up a whole fucking town. I'm not going to go fight their next war for them, and they're not going to make my son do it. Absolutely. World War I, all the people involved in World War I all played together in the same playroom as children. Like, people don't realize that. This is literally madmen, inbred madmen, who literally might be somewhat insane from inbreeding, pulling the strings, and they will send people to death. They don't go themselves. Their family members don't go. Their children don't go. They sit home and use money to make money and have so much money that they can send their population to go. That literally is a game to them. It literally is a game. $21 million being combat veterans. Finding nothing about Marines zipping 4 FBI agents. Yeah, I don't think you will find anything about it. I emailed you, John, over the weekend about orders that allowed me to order Marpat after you reply on the live. Yeah, I saw it. It was some small items, if I remember. I don't know what is in the boxes already. My printer tray is completely full. In a few days, I will get through all of those. Once it's actionable, you will hear back from me. $160 million. Be sure to listen to that live feed with Bear. I will for sure be listening to it again. Yeah, I think it's worth listening to. I think there was some good stuff in there, you know. I'm not going to fight the next war, and they're going to make my son. Yeah, that's where I'm at, buddy. I'm with you. Thanks for adding the visor covers. Right on. Glad I didn't sell the Marpat one I had. Not to mention Americans own hundreds of millions of guns. Yes, every country, China's like, it is a problem for U.S. citizens to own guns. Every country wants to disarm U.S. citizens. To include over half of your government wants to disarm you. But there seems to be a movement happening, right? You got Marjorie Taylor Greene saying we should have a separation of state. Well, we tried that once before. It led to the Civil War. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. You just had 18 counties in Washington, 18 counties in Washington, I think, just said we want to leave Washington. They're voted on it. Like, we want to not be Washington anymore. Yeah, go to FEMA camps? Absolutely they will. You know who will be in the FEMA camps? The laborers. The farmers that own the big farms, the governments will come in, they will slave labor to feed the elite. They will remove anybody who can't physically work. They will remove young children. By that I mean kill. They will kill those people. And they will keep a low amount of the population alive in camps to slave labor so that they can mine coal, you know, because they'll go right back to using coal. They'll mine coal. They will keep people alive to grow food for the elites. Nothing will change for the elites. They'll just have more land because they took it and killed you for it. September 10th, 2001, Rumsfeld announcing the missing money. Yeah, and then the next day, the Pentagon got struck in the same fucking office where those computers were. Oregon has Oregon, yeah. That's it, Oregon. Biden wants to give power to the World Health Organization that will override the Constitution. That's the second A workaround. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Like, he might sign it. I mean, he just signed the North American Treaty, right? Making Mexico and Canada and the United States as one, right? Scott, what's up, buddy? How are you? Thoughts on September 11th? Yeah, I think that third building for sure was blown up. You know, a lot of people don't even realize, they say the Twin Towers. People don't realize there was more than 2 towers. How come when they went into deposed the president, right? How come none of that was recorded, nor were they under oath? Why is that? Still say it's impossible for a plane to hit the Pentagon. Everybody says it's impossible. You have over 3,500 professional military and airline pilots, professional pilots that say it is not possible. The plane physically would not do it. How come out of 68 cameras, there's only one camera angle? Where are all the others? How come they haven't released any of the camera footage? CUSMA, Mexico, to be the new China for North America. Yeah, they're trying to say it's NAFTA. That's the point. The hole in the Pentagon is somehow vaporized. Yes, that's because it was a fucking Tomahawk cruise missile. Building 7 was interesting. Yeah, the dude got on there. The dude owned it. They insured those buildings like a month, 2 weeks before they were fucking hit, right? And they insured them for like 3 times over value, right? Have you heard that? You have not heard that? You didn't know that? And then the dude got on there and he's like, yeah, we pulled it. Because it was damaged, we pulled it. What is pulling? That means they blew it in place. It was wired up and they fucking dropped the plunger, right? But it's not a plunger anymore. They pulled it. Might grab a subload to get the free bag, but I have 10 of those light tool bags. Don't place an order then, man. If you don't need it. I'm sure you could spend the money someplace that would be more beneficial to you. Guarantee Tupac and Elvis in Cuba. I don't believe that they're not alive. They needed something catastrophic that all Americans would agree. Of course, so that we could go steal oil. Of course. I'm glad they steal oil. But they're using those tactics on you as a United States citizen. Pattern 83 assault vest. Do I know it? Yeah, I'm kind of familiar with it, I think. Larry Silverstein is the one that profited on the insurance claim. Wasn't that him that was on the news talking to CNN? I read the book Alice in Wonderland and the World Trade Center. I've not heard of that book. There is a closed profile on Instagram called Alice in Wonderland 1776. If you can get on her page, it's worth being on there. There's also another one called Snake Doctor. He's worth looking at. There's another one called Tiffany Truther, I think. We made the decision to pull it in reference to Bill. That's him, yep. 5,000 women and children were burned out of their homes in northern Arizona. I don't know about that. Give me some more information. Thoughts on Alex Jones? Tell me something Alex Jones was not right about. Give me 3 things, right? Because if he said 10,000 things, give me a few that he was not correct about. We're in war now, a war for our... Yeah, but we are physically in a war as well. There in Arlington, heard a turbine screaming, but did not see the plane. Every time I get a tool bag or tool bag light, I find out, yeah, you could have 20 of them, man, and you'd use every one of them. If you go back and watch some of the old footage and interviews, there are tons of information planting going on. A guy who worked for Fox said he saw the whole thing, then said they fell due to fire. Yeah, how about the firemen that were there and were inside the building? How about those two, right? And how about the police officer, and they fucking completely destroyed that dude's life over that shit. Like, there's a bunch of crazy shit. Go try to find it on YouTube. You know they've removed most of it from YouTube? You know it's not there? Anything new come from the Marines in Idaho smoking those boys? Scott, I haven't seen, we were talking about that earlier here. We haven't seen anything. I haven't seen yes, no, nothing debunking it, nothing at all. Nothing has more. Official story was already about the fire caused the collapse when the story originated. Fox interview proved years later that it couldn't have been the case. How about they reported the Twin Towers being struck by airplanes in Europe before they were physically struck by airplanes in the United States? They reported it 3 hours early, and not because of time change in time zone. They literally said it in Europe before it happened in the United States. Yeah, Alex Jones has been spooky accurate for 20 years. That and The Simpsons. Neo-Nazis planned the attack. More like Israelis planned the attack. Alex Jones is Bill Williams. Is that true? I don't know anything. I don't know who Bill Williams is. Found the Boise News on a site called Real Raw News. Wouldn't be the first time reports came in before, and yeah, because the newsreaders got issued the script. Yancey and Israel videos. Oh, that's what I did. I just said Israelis, didn't I? Yeah. How about the van of dudes they stopped leaving? How about those guys? Episode of Simpsons where they talk about the Kufus and how to make it work is awesome. Yeah, about the cats. The cats, yeah. Four non-Arabs arrested at George Washington Bridge, and then it disappeared. Yep. Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Last comments, last questions. Any last gear you want to discuss really quick? People should have learned that the EPA never cared about any. Fuck no, they don't. Now we have Ohio, same kind of. And look, the Ohio thing, it's being overshadowed. You can already see them. The talk on Ohio is already slowing down. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Valuetainment. Look up Valuetainment, and look up once you're on Valuetainment, Patrick David. Bet David Patrick Bet David. Once you're on Valuetainment's website or his YouTube page, just search World Trade Center or Twin Towers, right? And watch that dude talking. Listen to what that guy has to say. Nebraska train derailment tonight. Yes, I think these are planned. I don't know if they're planned. We had 1,700 train derailments last year. But okay, let's okay. Are the train derailments planned? I would say some of them are, right? Do we think the food processing plants, do you think there's maybe something to that? How about all the egg plants, all the egg laying facilities that have burnt down, right? How about that? How about all the poultry facilities that have burnt down? How about the power generating facilities, right? How about any of that infrastructure attacks or burns down or any of that shit? Do you think some of it had to have been planned, right? Let's look at it that way. Do we agree that things are happening in the world at a more rapid pace that take away and make it harder for the average man to care for himself and his family without the input of government? So some of the creators that we co-create with or have on our Tuesday video podcast, right? People have been reaching out to people that we do content with and telling them not to come to Self-Reliance Festival because we're not Christians. That's what they're literally saying. And then today, somebody got a hold of Nicole and said, hey, selfreliancefestival.com website does not work. Norton Antivirus won't let me go to it and says that it has malware. So I would think, and I haven't looked into this, but I don't think you could just go to Norton and report a website and they'll just put them on the list. I would think that it would take a lot of people and they would put them on the list. But somehow, people running Norton can't get to Self-Reliance Festival. There is an attack on Self-Reliance Festival, and there's an attack, and I don't think it's just on me, because it's not even somebody that I know. It's somebody that Nicole knows that people have reached out to and said, you know, don't go to Self-Reliance Festival, don't help promote it. I just find it really weird because that's kind of a real neutral type of group, right? It's a bunch of women for the most part. But there is an active campaign against Self-Reliance Festival. And it's really baffling. It makes no sense whatsoever. 300 food processing plants and 160 million cold chickens. I think it's 550 million chickens actually. Sabotage domestic. Yeah, I think there's something to both of that, right? People doing horrible shit, right? In government, politicians that really want to take people's guns away. Some of them actually believe that it will help. But the higher level people, they just want to disarm the population. Karens unite. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Billy was friends with a husband and wife YouTube channel out of Florida. Pretty big channel. And they always warn Billy, like, those people aren't Christian, and that guy says the F word a lot, and you don't want to associate with them. But I don't think this is coming from them. I don't think it's the same thing. Rail infrastructure is as frail as energy infrastructure. Not sure if it's sabotage, insurance-seeking incompetence that allows the high numbers of train derailments, or maybe a little bit of all of them. Evil and stupid. Yeah, I think evil controls stupid, or at least sets it in motion. Yeah, see, a lot of times too, evil doesn't have to do the work. I say that all the time, right? Look at the gun community. Look at posts about guns. If you're in these groups, you obviously have something in common of interest, but all the infighting that goes on is just through the roof, right? They're not happy that a guy bought a gun and has now become a gun owner and is now going to go on the journey of learning, you know, gun ownership and proper gun handling skills, right? And maybe be able to save somebody's life one day because he had a gun. They don't do that. They want to tell everybody that they bought the wrong gun and how stupid they are, or how dumb it is to put night sights on your gun or use hollow points because if you have to go to court. Never mind that anybody giving the information's never had done any of it themselves. They haven't been to court, right? I know dudes that have been to court for shooting people. I know a lot of them actually. Like, it's just fucking crazy. Who will tell on each? Like, let's say this gun brace thing, this brace band goes through, right? It looks like it's pretty well dead. The feds wouldn't have to come knock on your door. Somebody that you went shooting with would tell on you because you were willing to do something they weren't willing to do, right? They took theirs out and drove over it with a car and smashed it up and threw away, but they know you didn't, so they will tell on you. How did the Jews get rounded up? Other Jews told on them. Evil wispy is the idea of steel. Yeah, I think that's great. That's absolutely. There are railroad bridges along the Mississippi and Wisconsin that you can see rebar. Yeah, I've seen them. People at the range would snitch. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Somebody that you once considered a friend. 80% of people in federal prison are there because somebody told on them. We police ourselves. Yeah, but it's not even that, man. jealousy, whatever it is, man. There's no logic with the mask. Yeah, we know all about it, buddy. You're preaching to the choir. We know. I agree. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. That live feed is up there. If you go to this channel and just click on live, you'll see the live feed. We've got content that went up today. We've got another on the compound video. I think there's another build video just went live. There's several shorts. Check them out. If you laugh, send it to a friend. If you learn something, send it to a friend. If you disagree and you're like, this guy's beard is so stupid, look at this, send it to a friend. I'll see you guys later. How do bootleg elderberry syrup producers get busted? Because certified, are we talking about John Moody? Yeah, we should do the modern day Bonnie and Clyde for elderberries.